Lately, I have wanted to see how far I can push my skills, so we are building a custom go-kart. There are going to be a couple steps that we need to complete in order for us to create this custom body. First, we need to create some type of mold. For this, we are going to use cardboard. And before I hear anything, I know there's a lot of other materials that we could have used, but we chose to use cardboard, so deal with it. Then, after that, we lay fiberglass, and once the fiberglass cures, that's when we can start making it look pretty. But for now, we are going to focus on making the cardboard mold, starting with the rig. Welcome to stopping point. We need to start off by cutting any excess material. Then we are going to create some cuts in the cardboard so that it can fold the way we want, or at least that's what we plan. After finishing the cuts on the roof, we start on making the sides of the cart. And these aren't too bad to make since we are making just one big panel. We trace the shape that we want and we cut it out. Pretty simple. We are trying to make the edges fit as close as possible for the next step so that when we fiberglass, we are fighting all the creases. Then after all of that, we move on to the hardest part of the go-kart, the front end. We're going to start off with any flat pieces, of course, as they are the most manageable to handle. We are labeling everything piece by piece. That way in the end, when it comes apart, we know which side we're working on and which side we're working off of. And just to let you guys know, not everything goes perfect. We actually found out that I messed up. We noticed a couple issues that occurred when we were building the frame. Since it was my first time building something from scratch, I did not see it. All the hoops were perfectly centered, so I had to fix that on the fly. Not a big issue. We fixed it. It's all good now. Now getting into one of the more difficult sections of the mold, we started cutting what would be the front grille and the bumper. We started by wrapping a piece of cardboard around the front and then cutting off any excess to make the final piece as smooth as possible. Of course, this is just going to make it easier for the next step when we fiberglass it. Here's a little sneak peek for you guys. Thank you guys for staying to the end. This is where a lot more of the detail work took place. We had to make sure the rounded edges were the right shape and the right size for the final design. After we finish all of that, we move on to the final piece. And the final piece is pretty easy. It's just a little edge piece for the roof. And after we finish all of that, that takes care of the basic body. Now we move on to the scary part. We need to take apart the front end and make sure that it fits together, make all the edges meet, and tape them for final assembly. That way we are able to fiberglass them and not have to do a whole bunch of extra work. And now that the mold is finished, we need to prepare it for fiberglass. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys next time.